Time to get real. I want to see some crazy whiz-biz.
What's the magic made out of, Ding Dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical!
Maybe you're terrible at that.
Bacon pancake!
Welcome back to the show. Did you miss us? This is WizBiz with Alex and Eric, a cartoon where two fully grown podcasts talk about men.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Eric, and that's Dave, and together we are WizBiz with John and Eric. Okay, things started getting weird. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm Alex, that's Eric.
Yeah, this is our fifth attempt to record this episode, I believe. We had just a variety of mishaps, from things in our lives to technology to scheduling issues. And we've started to refer to this as the cursed episode.
Yes.
Even more cursed because we're going to have to spend so much time talking about Lemongrab in this episode. Or even possibly worse, Lemonhope. Although Lemonhope isn't as annoying.
Hard disagree. I would say this episode is cursed. This is true. But furthermore, upon having to rewatch these first two, what are essentially garbage episodes of this show for the third fucking time, I'm now thinking this was the universe saying we should have just said season 5 over. We'll pick up at season 6, because both these Lemonhope episodes suck.
I didn't watch them a third time. I watched them
I was
a
lying
second.
about the third time. I just wanted to sound
Okay.
cool. I watched them twice,
okay, cool.
and the second
I
time
watched
honestly
them twice
was
also.
The second time I wasn't paying that much attention. And
Yeah,
then
I
Billy's
just
bucket
wanted
list.
a refresher.
Yeah, Billy's bucket list is not particularly good either, other than the reveal at the end. So
Wait, what? Billy's bucket list? We covered that last time.
did we?
I don't know.
No,
Let me
I think
check
that's
my
our
notes.
That's supposed to be our third episode this week.
Well, you know what? I didn't rewatch that one again. I guess I do have notes on it, but I only watched it the one time months ago. So we'll talk about it. We'll see how it goes. We've done an episode before where I didn't have any notes.
Well, no, so it's fine. But here's the thing: is I was going to kind of warn the audience here, not warn the audience, but let's face it. A lot of the show is just you're tuning in for the rapport between the hosts. We're going to say stuff. Two warnings. And I did this on John Alex 8 stuff recently. If this episode is 26 minutes, I'm fine with that. And if this episode is mostly asides, I'm fine with that. Because both the Lemonhope episodes are boring, and Billy's bucket list is, it's a workhorse C plus. It's a workhorse C plus.
Yeah,
maybe B minus if I'm feeling saucy.
but the skip episode right before it, Bad Timing, is actually a really good episode.
Which one's
But
that?
let's not. That's the one with Princess Bubblegum inventing the weird time machine, and everything's viewed through kind of like a bubble lens.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty good one. I'll talk about it a little bit. But before that, I think we should probably do our normal preamble thing where I'm like, hey, Alex, it's been 3 months. Things have changed so much. How are you? What's up in Alex land?
I mean, nothing really. I moved my bedroom in my apartment. Woo, big news there. Oh, I guess I could say I changed the studio. That's probably the better way to do it. The professional studio that we normally record in changed locations across a hallway. So that's a whole. Woo.
And you also have some new hardware, right? You have a new
yes.
interface, which is what
Eric's
stopped us last time.
One of Eric's lovely friends has donated to the show a Focusrite Scarlett 212, maybe 2i2, I don't know.
2i2, yeah.
2i2, yeah, and it works great. The problem was on Windows deciding to do something incredibly stupid that I don't want to get into, but it's one of those you have to check every single setting on everything, and then eventually you find it because there's no reason Windows would do that. It's it's a unbelievably stupid thing that happened, and
that sounds really annoying. Well, I guess we probably should say thank you to my friend Chris Short who donated the Focusrite. I don't think he's ever listened to our podcast, but he does a lot of podcasting himself for, I think he runs a podcast for the Kubernetes community, which is big. And apparently he just had like extra Focusrites lying around, and he's like, anybody want one for free? And so we got one. So
yeah,
thanks, Chris Short.
Here's a good thing. What's a Kubernetes?
Kubernetes is a ancient Greek word that means pilot, but it is this is super nerdy. It's a container orchestration framework or system. So basically, like for really, really huge distributed applications, things like the scale of Facebook or Google or something like that, it helps sort of maintain services and different sort of software units across huge numbers of computers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I explained Kubernetes.
Yeah, well done. And as far as I know, that was 100% right. Well done.
Yeah. Well, I would like to just say that because of that, I'm going to dedicate this episode to Kubernetes. Thanks wherever you are, Kubernetes out there. Maybe even, who knows, maybe Captivate, the service that hosts our podcast, maybe they use Kubernetes. It's possible.
Yeah, I feel like I have no articulate comment to this because I don't know what any of this nerd shit is. Nerd shit. How are you? How you been?
I'm all right. I've been having some challenges in my life that I'm not going to get into on the podcast because it deals with somebody else's. No, thankfully. But maybe I don't have hemorrhoids because I have this cool little. My office chair really sucks. I just keep refusing to get a new one. But I did get this like cool little like memory foam cushion to sit on in my office chair, and it is sort of donut shaped. So maybe that just keeps me from getting hemorrhoids. Because when you get hemorrhoids, you have to sit on one of those hemorrhoid donut things. So maybe I'm getting like preventative hemorrhoid care.
Preventative hemorrhoid maintenance.
Accidentally. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it.
I've been doing some really serious deep spring cleaning. It's been actually really refreshing. I've thrown out a bunch of junk. I got a new rug for my living room. I've been just sort of scrubbing and cleaning and stuff a lot. It's been taking up weekends. I'd been neglectful for far too long. As you know, you've seen my place.
Yeah, it's a living hellhole. It's disgusting.
Whatever.
Eric's like one of those.
Now.
Eric's place looks like one of those places where like there's like a bunch of cats he doesn't even know live there. Like just piles of occult books with cat droppings. Like one time Eric got stuck under 3 piles of the Picatrix, like all these different editions. And the only way he got out, he had
that's true.
He had a basketball and he played a game counting how many times he can. This is a really stupid Simpsons reference that I'm going to stop doing.
I don't know the Simpsons reference, but you could have said something like he had to chew off his own Picatrix to get out of the pile.
Yeah, you know me, I don't do puns.
I don't know if that even counts as a pun.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that a pun? It's just dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. A bon mot.
So how's your other podcast, John and Alex Hate Stuff, been doing? I've been listening to more of it. My automatic podcast chooser has been playing episodes for me in the morning.
It's going well. We just watched the remake of The Crow, or I guess a reimagining of the comic book The Crow.
I just listened to that episode. I really enjoyed listening to you guys hate it. It rarely.
I mean, I think this might be. I mean, it's rare that John and I both hate a movie, but this is like up there on the. It's just that movie sucked. It is just not worth watching on like a fundamental level. There's like one sequence where there's like a cool gunfight, but like I mean, there's the 15,000 movies from Hong Kong that did that better. So like, there's no like don't ever watch the Skarsgård Crow.
Okay, I won't. It's on my list of movies to never watch.
Yeah. Put it up there with what's that other shitty movie we watched? Morbius.
Oh yeah, I have seen Morbius. I regret it. Who played Morbius? Was that Jared Leto?
Yes, it was.
Man, do you think he regrets being in Morbius?
He is like a weird like sex cult leader, so I'm pretty sure he's already forgotten he was in that movie.
Oh, so it's always morbid time for him.
Yeah, morbid
Yeah.
being like problematic sex.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we should talk about Adventure Time.
I mean, I like talking about Adventure Time, but like, can we just say, hey guys, we watched Lemonhope Part 1 and 2. It's dumb.
No,
then-
I want to talk about a couple things in those
Yeah, I
episodes.
know.
But
No, I
let
mean,
me talk about.
I'm not stopping you. It's just.
Okay,
Ugh.
I mean, I understand. I've been dreading the end of this season too, and it's just been really frustrating how cursed this episode has been because
Just
I
get it
just
over
wanted to get it over with because
Yeah.
season 6 starts with like those great episodes where they go to like the intergalactic prison and
the
and
Citadel,
they finally
yeah.
defeat the Lich and they meet Finn's dad and like all this cool stuff starts happening and I want to talk about those. Those are cool episodes. But Bad Timing, which is season 5, episode 23, is a pretty good episode, even though it's not very impactful on the rest of the world. But in this episode, Princess Bubblegum invents a sort of time machine that's a little sphere that has kind of its own rules. Like it has to record something inside the sphere, and then later on it can rearrange the molecules or whatever of that thing to the moment they were recorded. So it's not really time travel. And in fact, there's an interesting thing in this episode where Jake and Finn, who are just sidebar characters, are basically like, that's not really time travel. Simon's girlfriend just did time travel for real,
Yeah.
which she did with magic. It's magic versus technology, again, only with time travel.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of. I was going through my head of the most perverted ways to use this kind of technology, and I came up with a few.
Okay.
Because
okay,
if you
let's hear it.
save, well, like that song, "Save Time in a Bottle," you could save sex in a bottle, wherein you freeze that moment in time or save it within the sphere. Like, let's say, like you and your girlfriend are like having a good time. You wait for you to leave this room, just do a quick screenshot of that moment, and then for the rest of your life, you're like some old man, but you'd still do it with your young girlfriend.
Well, except that it rewrites you. So you might not know that you even time traveled. In fact, that's one of the things that happens in the episode is so LSP goes to the bar and LSP screws up the time travel demonstration and shoves herself into the sphere and activates it and gets recorded in the sphere. But then she goes to the bar, meets this other lumpy person, Ugly Johnny, and they like fall in love. And then he has to go to the bubblegum or to the Candy Palace to have like a business meeting with Princess Bubblegum. LSP gets jealous and friggin' shoves him into the time travel sphere and activates it without recording him first and kills him.
Oh shit!
And then LSP is all distraught, doesn't really understand what's going on, and Princess Bubblegum, out of mercy, puts LSP in the time travel sphere and resets her to the beginning of the episode so that she doesn't know that she killed Ugly Johnny. But the whole episode, you're sort of looking at it through sort of a weird little
Yeah, that part I
circle.
kind of remember. Yeah.
And Ugly Johnny, after he's dissolved in the time travel sphere without being recorded, he reappears outside the circle where there's all these little characters sort of bopping around and stuff. So he's not dead. He's just trapped in another dimension forever.
Yeah. I hate
Which
when that
probably
happens.
sucks. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
time travel. I still like my sex idea, though.
And Johnny is played by Mark Proksch,
Okay.
who I feel like I should know who that is because these notes I wrote on January 23rd. So I don't totally remember, but I do have a note underneath it that is supposed to remind me. WWDITS. It's obviously an acronym for something.
What would WWTIDS?
DITS, it looks like. I mean, it must be the initials for a show.
Oh, What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows. Yes, he's voiced by one of the people from What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, yeah. He's he's the
Is he the
bald-
nerdy guy?
Yeah, he's the psychic vampire.
The psychic vampire. Okay, yeah. So
But I can't think of his name right now.
It's a really good episode. It's definitely worth a rewatch. We had it on our skip list because it doesn't really have anything super occult happening or super core to the story happening. And we kept Lemonhope on the list because, it is the resolution of part of the lemon grab story. So it's sort of a big, important deal. And it does have a view of the Adventure Time world, 1,000 years in the future or something like that.
I stopped paying attention. Sorry, I was looking up Mark Parsons. Sorry. I was just trying to confirm that was him. Sorry. I thought it was going to take quicker. Then I realized, oh, shit, I haven't heard a word you just said.
Well, that's cool. I was talking to the audience, not to you.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah.
Hi, audience. I'm here.
Yeah. So, all right. So season 5. Why did I say you know what? Bad timing. Did I do something really stupid? I might have really done things out of order. Is Bad Timing episode 23? Was I just totally out of whack? I have no idea.
I have no idea. I didn't watch it.
I just see what I wrote down. Who knows what the hell I was doing? My notes are so old. Like I said, this episode's cursed. I might have done something stupid.
Season
but anyhow,
5, episode 49, according to
49. Why did I write 23? I guess I just really liked it. Oh, because it was the 23rd. Jesus.
Yeah. Are you was Robert Anton Wilson in it?
I just cannot be trusted to take my own notes. I need to have a secretary. All right. So season 5, episodes 50 and 51, Lemonhope parts 1 and 2. Lemonhope is a little shit. Like, what a shitty character.
He's a little shit, but he's also not fun to watch. So
No.
it's like this double thing. Yeah, because it's like that's why I like the lemon grabs when there's two of them, because they're screaming and they say stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's fun. But they're little shits. But it's like,
whines.
it's amusing. He's just a little shit that's annoying. And it's like, oh, watch me play a pan flute. Oh, go fuck yourself.
I don't want to do that. Like, he just has no sense of others or anything like that. Like, I don't even think he doesn't even change through the course of the episode. Like Princess Bubblegum changes into flannel Boxing Day and tries to lead him into a life of goodness, and he still is just a little piece of shit. And I just don't know what to say. I have so few notes for episode 51.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I have any notes.
For 50, I've got notes. My Fontanelle.
Well, 50, I've got... He's naked at one point and sings a song that I found kind of amusing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a horse dream that I liked, but I didn't take enough notes because I don't remember it.
I kind of liked all the dream sequences were actually kind of the best thing about the episodes. There were probably 3 or 4 dream sequences. And then there was another thing, like, are the lemon people immortal?
How do you mean?
Well, so Lemon Grab eats the other Lemon Grab.
Mm-hmm.
And the other Lemon Grab just continues to live inside of him.
Yes.
Lemonhope survives in the desert on lime juice forever and gets completely dehydrated and turns into that dehydrated thing, and you just add water and he comes back to life.
Yeah. I think most candy is immortal.
Okay.
I can't think of ever seeing candy actually die.
Well, James died.
No, James turned into radioactive goo and came back to life.
Okay, that's a good point.
Root beer guy came back to life.
Root beer guy came back to life as sort of a dirt guy.
Yeah. Dirt beer guy.
Okay. Yeah, maybe candy is immortal.
Yeah. Or it's a kid's show and death isn't real.
Except we know death is real.
How? No one's
death.
been dead yet. Yeah, he's like a cool guy that just runs next to people. No one's been dead yet.
Marceline's mom is dead.
Yeah, but that was 1,000 years ago. That doesn't count. Oh, yeah, and I guess Billy's technically dead.
Billy's dead. Billy got killed. Billy had a horrible death.
But he's not Candy.
Yeah.
And neither is Marceline's mom.
Right, but you were just saying that nobody dies in Adventure Time. But people do die.
No, but I mean, like, most of Adventure Time is Candy.
Most of Adventure Time is candy. So, so that's interesting. I wonder if that's one of the things that Princess Bubblegum is trying to do. Or maybe, like, Princess Bubblegum seems to already be immortal.
Yeah, as like the avatar of the mother gum. Yeah.
Yeah, the mother gum. Yeah. So I thought the dreams were cool. I liked how somehow Lemonhope ended up with Finn's flute. I don't remember when or why that happened, but Finn does get his flute back in the end. So that was good.
I have a vague memory of that happening, like him giving him the flute, but I don't remember the details of it.
Yeah, me neither. It must have been early on.
You know what it was? Was it not he was being tortured for trying to play the instruments, and then when Finn was there, he gives him the flute, saying playing the flute is cool, like when he was like early Lemonhope. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Again, these episodes are great. I'm glad we get to talk about them at such length.
And then another thing I really liked is the greed lard. So there's a greed lard attack. It kills the pirate ship, destroys the pirate ship that Lemonhope is on. And then once Flannel Boxing Day, a.k.a. Princess Bubblegum, picks him up, it flies and attacks them up there, and they have to repel it. And they trick it into running into a big rock, and it dies. And then when they go down to see the remains, Lemonhope's all like, I don't want to see dead people. And Flannel Boxing Day is like, it's not peeps, it's Dosh. Dosh being like slang for treasure. So they have all that treasure.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I made the note Dosh for food, and I hadn't watched this episode in long enough that I'm like, I have no fucking idea what that means. I also made the note puppet dream, which I don't remember.
Oh, the puppet dream is another really good one where Lemonhope is like running along or walking along, and he's being puppeted by a giant Lemonhope whose puppet strings are like chains. Yeah, okay. It was another really cool dream.
On the notes that don't make sense, Eric, answer me this: why did I write a prisoner still in Dynamkalf?
Because it is a Flannel Boxing Day quote. And it says, and it means a prisoner still in your own head.
Yeah.
Which is what Lemonhope was.
He's a prisoner in his own head?
Well, I think that was the reference. That was what the puppet dream was referencing. There was some connection there. Maybe Lemonhope told him the puppet dream, and that's what he said in return.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did enjoy how they never really explicitly revealed that Flannel Boxing Day was Princess Bubblegum. You just kind of had to pick up on the hints.
I don't remember this episode at all. I really didn't like this episode. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The guy with the airship.
I needed to see a picture. Yeah, 100%. I just needed to see the picture. Yeah.
So he's actually Princess Bubblegum, but it's never really explicitly revealed. It's just
look. Here's the problem:
hints.
is he wasn't wearing flannel, which was fucking me up because in my head I was trying to picture somebody in flannel that wasn't Marceline or Marshall Lee. And I'm like, who the fuck's wearing flannel? I'm like, oh, his name is Flannel.
Yeah, his name is Flannel. Flannel Boxing Day,
and spelled like flannelite.
I mean, maybe she picked the name Flannel because of Marceline, I mean, they got a thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see if anything comes of that.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? Who knows if anything will come of that?
Oh, we do. Like, it definitely does.
All right, so hold on. So Lemonhope is played by Justin Roiland. Is that the guy that you don't like, that we don't like?
Yeah, he's like I don't know if he's convicted, but he's like a sex pest enough that he got kicked off his own show.
Okay, yeah. Well, so that's another strike against Lemonhope, I'd say.
Yeah. I even somebody wrote a song about something, but again, I don't remember. I probably should have rewatched these. I just really didn't want to. Oh, so at the end of the episode, we see like after like another apocalypse that Lemonhope is still alive as some kind of like Mad Max warrior. That actually was kind of interesting.
That was kind of interesting because I can't remember. I think he shows up. Oh, I don't remember which. I think they say which city he's showing up at. He's either coming back to the Duchy of Lemongrab, or he's showing up at the Candy Kingdom, and it's all this like big stone fortress thing. and he's got like this little personal force field, and he's got long lemon dreadlocks, and he looks all old and wizened and stuff, and he's obviously had a ton of adventures. And he goes in and he lays down on his bed.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's still annoying even after all that time.
Oh, probably, yeah. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about those episodes. I am disappointed that they were kind of the two-parter that ended the season, but I'm glad that we don't have to deal with Lemonhope ever again. I don't think he shows up again. So good riddance to Lemonhope. Thanks for giving us a cursed episode.
Yeah, it's I don't like it. I know I keep saying, I just like, I wish we had skipped these. But then we'd have to do an episode where just about Billy's bucket list, which also isn't all that good. So, looking forward to season 6.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so now it's time for everybody's favorite part.
What's that?
Segment. A segment.
Oh, segment. Okay.
Yes. Alex,
What
do you have
kind
any
of segment?
shiny rocks?
Shiny rocks. Yes, I've heard of these. Yeah, I have a few. I'm going to do every single one on my list so as to make this episode lengthy.
We've already been going for a good while. This episode's going to be fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to do them all.
Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What order? No, just go in order.
Okay.
Eric,
Okay.
What is
Yes.
Galimatias?
Can you spell it?
Yes. Galimatias. Galimatias. Don't quote me on that pronunciation.
Gallimantius. Isn't that...
No, you added an N. Galimatias.
Gallimatius.
Yeah. I don't know where you got that N from.
Me neither. I have no idea. What's Gallimatius? You're supposed to say nothing, Eric. What's Gallimatius with you?
Is nonsense or gobbledygook. Also, a confused mixture or a hodgepodge.
Oh, Gallimatius. Huh. Well, that sounds like a useful word.
Yes, it comes from the French Galimatius, first said in 1653 at Sir Titus Urquhart's translation of Rabelais' work. You know what I'm saying?
Rabelais.
Yeah. Wasn't working. I was looking at the word, and I'm like, there's no way I can pronounce that. Okay, next word. This is an everyday word. Well, not everyday, but like a kind of everyday smart people word that I don't think gets enough credit. Undersold. Recommended by a friend of mine. Eric.
Okay.
Quotidian.
Quotidian. That is a word that I have heard before, and I feel like I've heard it in another sense where it's like non-quotidian or neo-quotidian or something like that. Quotidian. Is that verbaceous?
Nope.
What does it mean?
Quotidian is like every day. The daily life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, so I might have heard it as non-quotidian then, huh?
Yes. And in medicine, it denotes the malignant form of malaria. Don't know how that works. I've never heard of that. I was looking at the definition to make sure I said it right, and I'm like, the malignant form of malaria? Okay, yeah, sure. But quotidian's like a low-key good word.
Useful.
Yeah.
Next time I come to you complaining about having malaria, you should ask, like, is it quotidian? And I'll be like, oh, thankfully it's non-quotidian.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. All right. We're set.
Eric, what is Pomodoro, a.k.a. the Pomodoro technique?
Well, Pomodoro is the Italian word for tomato. The Pomodoro technique is a productivity technique where you, I think, work for 15 minutes and take a 5-minute break, or 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break.
Yes, indeed. 25 minutes. And it's named Pomodoro because the guy that invented it, Francisco Cirero, in the 1980s, had a tomato-shaped kitchen timer that he would set for 25 minutes to do the Pomodoro technique. Yeah, which I've heard of this previously, but I don't think I ever it's one of those things I just kind of heard in passing that I never really looked into. And then when I realized it's based on a novelty food timer, I'm like, all right, that's fun. I have to.
Yeah. I've used the Pomodoro technique before. It can be helpful. I don't always do a very good job staying on task for 25 whole minutes at a time.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not, because I just do 6 things at once over the course of 8 hours, which would take 15 minutes if I just concentrated on one. That's the way I do it. It's like some kind of
That's called parallelism. I think it speaks to you having a very intelligent and tasking brain.
that's a nice way to say ADHD. And the last word I have is
Wait, that's only 4. I thought you said there were 5.
I was wrong. The last word I have is rebarbative.
Rebarbative.
Yeah. Rebarbative.
Well, I think a rebarb is like a retort. So I'm going to say that a rebarbative is in the manner of a snappy comeback.
You couldn't be more wrong, you fool. Rebarbative is unattractive and objectionable. The example used in Google is rebarbative modern buildings.
I've seen those before. Mm-hmm. So we could call Lemonhope as a tad rebarbative.
He is rebarbative.
He's a rebarbative little Pomodoro.
The Duchy of Lemon is rebarbative. Yeah.
It is. Then the architecture there is rebarbative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel smarter already, which is a quotidian experience when we go through our shiny rocks.
Did you ever hear that it became like a weird kind of meme hit on TikTok that I think he was like a German broadcaster of some kind. He certainly wasn't a rapper, but he had like a novelty rap about a lady named Barbara going to the barbers. And it's just like this nerdy white guy, but he got huge on TikTok for a while. Because it's basically the rap is like a lady named Barbara went to the barber after picking up rhubarb and getting chased by barbarians. Because in German, every one of those words sounds almost identical, and it's just him kind of fucking around making this rhyme. But for some reason, it got really huge on TikTok with like these random like young white people rapping it, and it was quite funny. But rebarbative reminded me of it.
I guess that's a TikTok thing that I missed, probably from not being on TikTok.
Well, it was so the only reason I even asked that you'd heard of it is it got so big that it started crossing into like other things. Like it's one of those like it broke through the TikTok membrane, and like sometimes that'll just get to the like YouTube Shorts or Instagram. But this like it was starting to like I think I saw it even on Blue Sky, and like it started to like get into like it seeped enough that like non-TikTok and non-media people would maybe have a chance of seeing it. And you being a Germanophile, yeah.
Yeah, I missed it.
Well, next week's episode is going to be you and I doing an entire episode about that song about that lady named Barbara.
Excellent. I will learn it so I can play it on the keytar.
I mean, that would be funny. Yeah. Unfortunately, those are all the shiny rocks I have. Wait, let me just...
I like those shiny rocks. I mean... I feel like one of the things we should do one of these days that I thought was really fun was having a shiny rock quiz, where we sort of go through some shiny rocks and see if we can remember previous ones. Because sometimes I think we've only done that once, but it was hilarious because we didn't really get them all.
We had Steph Quick make the list.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I got like almost all of them though.
Yeah, I think what happened is I quizzed you on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun. That was fun. We should do it again. It would not be rebarbative, nor would it be quotidian. It would be Pomodoro only.
Yeah, I'm quite annoyed that I had other words and I don't know where they went.
Well, you should save them because there's going to be more episodes. You'll find them. It'll be okay. I promise.
Yeah, but I wanted it now. Okay. The last episode that...
My fun to know.
We have the joy of discussing, only because we just had to talk about those stupid fucking lemon ones, is...
Season 5, episode 52.
Yeah, whatever. Is Billy's bucket lists.
And it is... I mean, okay, so there's some fun stuff in this episode, right? We've got Rap Bear. We've got Fear Feaster.
Really, really bad, in quotes, freestyle rapping.
We've got Party Pat.
Oh, yeah, Return of Party Pat. Yeah.
The Return of Party Pat. We have Rap Bear finishing his rap by saying quantum physics and then dropping his microphone, doing a mic drop. which I think is pretty great. I wish that might be a good end of episode sort of quote that we use for next season. Quantum physics, mic drop.
Yeah, I'm pretty against Rap Bear, so I feel like
yeah. So one of the things that I really liked about that Rap Bear scene, though, about the rap battle, is there are tons and tons of bears in the audience, and they all have little icons on them, like Care Bears.
Yeah, that's what they had in the episode where they're in the stomach of something.
The bear party place.
Yeah, exactly. Where we meet Party Pat. Yeah.
I couldn't read my handwriting at first, and I thought it said so many beans in the audience, and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" So I totally had an Alex moment there where my notes didn't make sense, but then I realized it was bears.
I do have a fun, somewhat Shiny Rock related to this episode.
Okay.
Something that I refused to believe when I found this out. Do you know how old the phrase bucket list is?
Boy, I don't, but I have a feel. Okay, hold on. Let me make a guess though, because since you refuse to believe it, I'm gonna say that it dates back to the 14th century.
No. One more guess.
2012.
2007. The
Seriously?
first use is the movie The Bucket List, starring Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson.
Are you kidding? 2007?
So, as far as I can tell, this is the origin of that phrase.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
wow.
The AA overview is widely believed to originate from screenwriter Justin Zachman, who coined the term while writing the screenplay for the movie The Bucket List.
Wow. Well, Justin Zachman, hats off to you. Because everybody knows that term now. I've never even heard of the movie.
I would swear, I mean, I wouldn't swear because I looked it up when I heard this, but I would swear, previous to the time I looked it up, that there's a fucking way that's only from 2007. I'd say, like, the bucket list has got to be
sense to me.
Like Mark Twain or something. Like, I mean, it had to be 18 something, not 2007.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right to me. Huh?
Yeah, well, according to the internet.
Well, yeah, we have to trust the internet. After all, people are listening to us on it.
Yeah, well, it's still up. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's get
Billy's
back to
bucket
this
list.
Almost watchable episode.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about one of the things I really like about this episode. So it's just, so when Billy's around, it's kind of established that he is, the hero. He's the hero of Ooh. He is Finn's role model, and Finn and Jake both really love him.
Well,
and
he was the hero of Ooh.
Right, because he was... I don't think... Did we ever actually get to see... Yeah, we got to see him be Billy. Billy was alive when he first showed up.
No, but we never saw him be Billy. Remember, his heart
he was retired.
His heart had been stolen, remember? He literally had a hole where his heart was, and it grows back at the end when Finn kind of talks him into being a hero again.
That's right. Yeah.
Because we had the theory that might be Ricardio.
Oh, really? Okay, that's a good theory.
It's our theory, Eric.
We came up with that theory?
I mean, we were talking about it, I believe. I think we came up with it. I mean, or we're fucking
all right,
thieves.
I like that theory. I think it's a good theory. Okay, so the theory is Ricardio is Billy's heart. And Ricardio's still alive, and he's kind of a shit. But he's a fun shit, and he's played by a cool actor.
Yeah, George Takei, because he's okay.
Yes. So Billy's girlfriend, or I guess widow
ex-girlfriend.
now. Ex-girlfriend.
No, ex-girlfriend.
Canyon.
They broke up. Ex-girlfriend.
They broke up before Billy passed. Before
4
Billy
years
was murdered.
before Billy passed. Yeah.
Yeah. So Canyon. I like Canyon. Canyon's pretty cool. And I think Finn kind of got a thing for Canyon for sure.
Yes. And
like
there's two things. Okay, one, yeah, she's hot as fuck. So let's deal with that.
Yeah.
Finn's got a thing for her. I think she's got a little flirt to her too. Like she's like, hey buddy,
sure.
Hit me up when you're 18 or whatever the legal age is in Ooh.
In Ooh.
But what I think is the grossest thing that ever happened in the history of Adventure Time here, where she had saved Billy's loincloth.
And then Finn wears it
puts
as a
it
cloak.
in as a robe. Ugh.
Yeah. That was so gross.
Fucking vile.
I was like, oh God.
I didn't like that at all. I mean, not in like I just like on on a gross out level. Not a, I get it, it's a kid show, that's fun, but like, ugh.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. Yeah, totally agree. And then, but I did love the line, "It's time to go see Billy's crack."
Oh, yeah.
So, there's some stuff in the episode that's kind of cool. Like the Fear Feaster, played by Mark Hamill, shows up and is killed by the grass blade.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of cool. I don't know if the Fear Feaster ever shows up again. I didn't know that you could actually kill the Fear Feaster. It didn't seem possible to me, but the grass blade is magic.
Yeah. There's a great line from Finn where, so when they when they go into Billy's crack, they find Billy's motorcycle, and in the gas tank, there's Billy's bucket list. And the first thing on Billy's bucket list is tell Finn that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Finn just under his breath goes, "Oh, well, that's going to bother me forever." such a fun throwaway line. I got to give Finn credit because normally he's not funny, but that's a Jake Shada good delivery, funny line.
Yeah. I liked, so when Jordan, the Lord of the Fairies, shows up, he has one of PB's cloaking devices on his arm, which is a cool throwback to the Lemonhope episode I just watched. And then also I liked how Billy has become a constellation.
that is
it sort
fun,
of implies that he is a true hero. Because I mean, like in our mythology, the especially in Greek mythology, tons of great heroes became constellations that were placed in the sky after they died. Yeah, and so having Billy up there, I thought was a really cool touch.
This might be, and it's a stretch, it might be a Simpsons reference here, because there are Simpsons references somewhat frequently on Adventure Time. There's in the classic era of The Simpsons, season 4-ish, maybe a little bit before that, Homer and Bart get in a fight. So Homer does like Big Brother thing where you like semi-adopt a kid to hang out with him, whatever that's called. What's it called? Big Brother program?
Kid? Oh, it's something like that. I know
it's
what
some words like
about.
that. Yeah, I can't remember the exact name. But anyway,
he
gets a kid called Peppy, and he calls it Pepsi. But like when they're looking at the sky, he's like, "Papa Homer, what is the name of all these constellations?" He's like, "Well, that's Billy the cowboy, and that's Dave the cowboy." But I'm pretty sure Billy the cowboy was one of the constellations. And I know that they make Simpsons references in the show, so I think that might be at least an oblique one, or I'm misremembering.
All right.
But who cares? Because I'm here to talk into a microphone and make silly things, and I just did that. Congratulations.
And now it's on the internet, so it's probably true.
Yes, and all 4 of our listeners, you can argue with me if you want. You can.
But yeah, so I might be misremembering this, but it does turn out that Finn does find the thing that Billy was going to say to him, which is that he has to go to the Citadel.
Oh, yeah, because Billy, the constellation, talks to him after. So Finn knocks himself out to lay on his back in the ocean, which is one of Billy's bucket list.
Oh, that's
items.
That's right.
And Finn's so afraid, so he knocks himself out, that's over. Comes his fear, while probably suffering from CTE, sees the stars that make up the constellation of Billy. And Billy says, what's that thing? He's like, "Oh, yeah, your dad's still alive." He's like, "No, Jacob's dead. Jacob's dead. Jake and I buried him behind that." No, I mean your human father. Which is fun that they were just going to casually talk about Jonathan. I mean, whatever their dad's name is. Yeah. Like, they were just going to casually talk about how they buried him behind the something. Mm-hmm. But they find out that his father is alive, and he must find him in the Citadel. Ooh.
Yes, setting up season 6. So that, which I love. I love that part. I love that he has a heroic quest from his hero passed through the stars. Like, that's a cool occult reference. Being guided by a hero, or having heroes be like, spirits that aid you. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. But I mean, I think I like my heroes to not be like puss asses that got killed by the Lich. Just saying.
Dude, I mean, the Lich, he could go through a lot of heroes, and I bet he did. I mean, he's been around since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So I bet you he killed a lot of heroes.
I'm just saying, if I was Billy, I would have taken his ass out.
Yeah. I don't believe you.
Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't. If I was Billy, I'd just be home fucking just raw dogging Canyon.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that. I'm sure that's what you would be doing. Yeah, and then we get a little glimpse of the Citadel at the end also. So Mark Hamill is a Fear Feaster. Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk, voices Billy.
Yes.
And Ako Castuera is Canyon, and she's one of the Adventure Time writers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good voice.
Yeah, great voice. And I don't think she has any other credits, or at least I don't remember seeing anything else on her list that we would know or be familiar with. But yeah, I thought she did a great job. I enjoyed the episode. It was a nice, sweet episode to kind of end the season. I know that your opinion of it isn't as high as mine, I suppose, but I thought it was a good one. I'm sad that I didn't watch it again when I rewatched the episodes for our last abortive recording. But now I guess it just has to wait until next time.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think it's a solid, C plus B minus. It's fine. It's a good episode.
Yeah.
If it shows up again, I'll watch it. But it's not like a, if I'm making my must watch list or that thing that they do on Twitch where it's like S tier, A tier, like B tier. Nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Good episode, but it's not. It's nothing needs to be discussed other than them. Yeah, I've already said enough gross things about Canyon. I'm good. I was just gonna say something, and I was like, fuck it. I've got it. I've covered that territory.
Yeah, enough of this Galimatius.
I already closed the file. I've no fucking idea. The second I close that file, tabula rasa, baby. I don't even know what tabula rasa means anymore.
Oh man, it means
blank table. I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Well, yeah. So I mean, I get that rounds out season 5 for us. That's the end of season 5. We're on to season 6, which I am looking forward to. I feel like season 6 is going to have way more good episodes for us to explore. And now that you figured out that hardware thing, we shouldn't be as cursed.
I technically figured out the software thing.
The software thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did find one more. Well, it's not a. You want to hear a bad joke?
Yeah.
Hey, will glass coffins become popular? Remains to be seen.
I've heard that one before.
Oh, I didn't make it up. I was trying to find. I have a list somewhere of other words, and one of my list is also dad jokes.
Dad jokes? Oh, tell another dad joke.
How do non-binary samurai kill people?
They slash
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the words yakuza and jacuzzi confused. Now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia.
Yeah.
Okay, no, here's one you'll like. How
Okay.
do you make holy water?
I don't know.
You boil the hell out of it.
Okay, I like that one.
That's a good dad joke.
All right. Well, yeah. Do we have anything else for this episode? Do we have a call to action?
Yeah. Find us on Blue Sky.
Yeah, find us on Blue Sky. We are WizBiz Podcast on Blue Sky, and you can come and find us there. Now that we are recording and stuff again, I'll probably be posting there more often, so maybe we'll both be posting there. Who knows?
I definitely post on at Alex Bolin somewhat often, but
yeah, so go find both of us. Blue Sky, WizBiz Podcast and Alex Bolin. 2 X's, 2 L's, no Y's.
various other letters. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have an excellent time, and we'll talk to you next episode.
Yes. Goodbye.
What is this?
Film before a live studio audience. Norm!
Mute.